Hi, this is Jake from Fulcrum, and I'm going to show you how to use Fulcrum to manage a power pole inspection process as part of a field workflow. Then I'll show you how easy it is to enhance that process with just a couple of clicks. I'll start in the list mode, which shows all available records. Now I'll start a new inspection by pressing the new record button, the plus in the lower right-hand corner. Through a bit of wizardry, I've found the pole closest to my location and pre-populated the pole ID. I can select the pole owner from a list. In this case, we'll use Power Company. The address is my actual address. Fulcrum is using my phone's GPS to find my location and reverse geocode it. Next, I'll use the public safety pole classification. This is a hierarchy, or what Fulcrum calls a classification set. For example, I could choose existing and primary, or new wooden pole 35 feet high. Classification sets let you standardize that hierarchy across your organization. Now take a look at this testing question. If I'm not doing anything special, just a hammer probe, visual inspection, that sort of thing, then the answer is no and nothing changes. But if I'm doing something more, then a special warning appears. This is called conditional visibility, and it can be used to hide or expose labels like this, additional questions, or even whole sections of the inspection. I'm going to click no. I'll select hardwood for the pole type and yellow for the pole tag color. It's not a special purpose pole, and it's accessible by two-wheel drive. Now, think about the experience for the field worker using this workflow. It's simple, everything's well-defined, and there's little room for error, which makes it highly productive. This is what gives you higher performance and better data quality. Comments are more free-form and harder to control. Right now, I'm going to use speech-to-text, but hold that thought because I'm going to show you something much better in just a few minutes! Exclamation point. With that done, I'll save the record, and now we have a new record in Fulcrum for this pole. Now let's go back to the office to make changes to this workflow. First, I want to create a new photo field for the pole tag. Next, I'd like at least one photo of the top of the pole. Maybe I want photos showing the adjacent poles marked up with ownership information. I just checked that box. Then I'd like to add a video walkabout of the pole. This is often used for safety considerations or to make sure remote supervisors get a good look at the area. Notice I've enabled audio so people can make comments, and I've enabled the GPS track so you can see exactly where I was walking when I took the video. Finally, for the bottom section with the inspector details, I'll add a signature field for the inspector, and I'll make that a required field. Now I'll hit save. Then I'll go back to my phone and hit synchronize, that little circle in the upper right-hand corner, and boom, all of the new capacity is ready for use. I'll add photos from my photo gallery since I'm not actually in front of a pole right now, and I'll select some information. But I'm going to leave a lot of information blank, and I'll show you why in a moment. Here I can mark up the photo with an arrow. And a caption. And I could also add text or shapes in a variety of ways. I could take a video walkabout, geocode it and everything, though I won't do that right now. All my yes/no boxes are just as they were. My name is already filled in, and I can tap to fill in my signature. I said I was going to show you something really cool related to speech-to-text, and that is the audio fastfill capability. I skipped a lot of fields so I could use audio fastfill to enter them instead. Notice that when I do this, I can look at the form to see what I need to say, or I can just say what I want to say if I know what the possible answers are. I start audio fastfill by clicking on the fastfill button in the lower middle of the screen. When I do that, I can say the pole owner is the power company, the public safety pole classification is existing primary, it will not require special testing, the pole type is hardwood, it is not a special purpose pole, accessibility is two-wheel drive. You can check no for all of the assessment for provisioning services questions. And in the notes, I would like it to say that audio fastfill is much better than plain old talk-to-text. When I click the blue arrow, Audio Fastfill uses AI to transcribe everything I've said and applies it to the form. not just the comments field, but everything in the form. It's filled in the public safety pole classification, which I had to look up, and the pole type, which I remembered was hardwood. It got the testing standards right, and I quickly covered an entire section by just saying assign no to all of the assessment for provisioning services sections. So I've got 14 fields updated just by speaking using Audio Fastfill. And, this is important, I didn't have to do anything in the form itself to make that happen. Audio Fastfill just works in every form if that's how you want it. That's the end of the demo, and if you liked it, please visit us at fulcrumapp.com to get a demo tailored to your specific needs. Thank you.